Hello and welcome to Lunchtime News. I am Rhoda Ngonzi. We will dig into it. As the country celebrates 62 years of independence, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation is marking 61 years of television broadcasting. Originally known as Uganda Broadcasting Services, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation was commissioned on 8th October 1963 to complement Radio Uganda, which had already been on air for 9 years then, that is since April 1954. This was after the new independent Ugandan leaders felt that it was more efficient to mobilize and educate the public through radio and television.
We need to develop our own local content and grow it further.
This October, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation is marking 61 years of television broadcasting.
But UBC is on point, and we congratulate UBC so much.
This is a journey that began on October 8th, 1963, when then Premier Dr. Milton Obote switched on Uganda television just 1 year after Uganda got independence.
The tape is cut. The studios are open.
Uganda Broadcasting Service commenced operations, establishing a critical foundation for the country's media landscape as the pioneer broadcast station.
And the Prime Minister crosses the floor to chat with the many distinguished guests before going on a tour of the new television buildings.
Uganda Broadcasting Service aimed at informing and educating the public during the colonial era. After independence, it evolved into Radio Uganda, primarily serving governmental interests. The launch of both Radio Uganda and Uganda Television marked a transformative moment in Ugandan media history, aimed at informing the public and supporting governance. For nearly 3 decades, they dominated the airwaves, playing essential roles in public education. Television broadcasting began on the 8th of November 1963 at Nakasero Hill, in building that used to house the White Man's Hospital, what is now the Hilton Hotel.
My name's Andrew Hutchinson, and in 1957 I was born in the then hospital. I've been literally working within the room my mother delivered me. Prior to independence, the hospital was known as the Eurasian Hospital.
Color television was introduced much later in 1975 during Idi Amin's presidency.
The broadcasting industry in the country has grown to a very good percentage, and that is envisaged from the number of TVs that we have in the country now, and then the number of radios that we have in the country.
To expand its reach, TV boosters were installed in Mbale, Lira and Imbarara, among other areas, although access was limited primarily to the elite and government officials.
And so we think when you empower your community through information and educate them on the right things to do, for example, PDM right now, the Parish Development Model, and how they can access financing from government through the different government initiatives, then we are actually empowering them to change their lives. And so the social transformation of our people is only able to happen if, as a national broadcaster, we give them the necessary information.
In 2005, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation was formed through the merger of Uganda Television and Radio Uganda, with a vision to become a national broadcasting hub. It transitioned from analog to digital broadcasting to improve quality.
Acquire new technology and obviously discard the obsolete equipment we had, and therefore acquire new equipment.
Located on Nile Avenue in Kampala, the corporation now operates 4 television channels and 11 radio stations, reaching 60% of the population through a robust terrestrial network.
And very important, we are the only station that does broadcast in the local dialects. We do cover more than 26 local dialects. We need to grow that. We need to grow the reach. We need to make sure that the hard to reach areas, areas of Kapchorwa, Bukwo, Kisoro, all the borderline areas, we need to make sure that they do not listen to radios from Kenya. They need to get the information from our radios in Kapchorwa, in Buku, in Imbale, in Kisoro, in Bunagana, in Ntoroko, because all these areas are affected. The terrain is a challenge, but technology...
To enhance its services, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation is establishing local radio studios and expanding digital coverage across the country. With government support, the corporation is addressing financial challenges while ensuring operational efficiency through strategic training and competitive remuneration for staff.
And many of them have even continued to go back to training institutions, and we have many that have graduated with diplomas, bachelors, and everything. That means we are committed to the fact that we lived our mandate of educating, guiding, informing, and even entertaining.
Uganda Broadcasting Corporation has developed a comprehensive model for government communication projects focusing on both cost-effective media and large-scale campaigns.
Reach more people. So there will be training on the digital platforms, there will be training on efficiencies and increasing productivity, but we also have begun training, for example, on how to support government programs in offering the monitoring and evaluation component. How can you, our reporter, be able to support government in knowing whether the program is working in the community or not? What are the tools you need as a reporter to evaluate the performance of a program or a government program in the community?
The corporation is committed to providing coverage to 95% of off-grid areas through digital terrestrial television and direct-to-home systems, particularly in remote regions.
It is our official channel through which we reach out the population of Uganda. And the UBC must remain a priority for the government.
As Uganda's public broadcaster, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation delivers diverse, high-quality programming across its platforms.
I don't miss most of your programs. Very well packaged, especially what we call development communication angle of your programming is excellent. It is in those programs that most people pick ideas to develop themselves. It's in those programs that people understand how our country is developing.
Despite competition, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation remains dedicated to its mission of educating, inspiring and informing the public, standing out as a beacon of broadcasting excellence.
Most importantly, it remains the only TV station that can give you educational programs, say on agriculture, on health. UBC has remained one channel that focuses on educating a Ugandan, on liberating a Ugandan, and that's what makes it tick.
Uganda Broadcasting Corporation continues to innovate, ensuring sustainable coverage and high-quality services that meet the needs of all Ugandans.
We are also in the process of putting together a new mode of delivering television content, free-to-air television content across the country, and that's what we are calling the direct-to-home television. Direct-to-home means that you can receive free-to-air television channels using a small 90-centimeter satellite.
And the Assistant Commissioner for Palliative Care and Hospice Services at the Ministry of Health, Moses Mwanga, has urged parents to assure their children are vaccinated against hepatitis B and cervical cancer to promote better health outcomes. Speaking during a cancer awareness campaign organized by the Liver Health Foundation in Insanji, Sub-County, Wakiso District, Mwanga emphasized the importance of early immunization in protecting the next generation from preventable cancers.
I'm happy here to be with the team of Liver Foundation organization. They are here celebrating the liver cancer. They have made a lot of awareness telling people about cancer and how cancer can be prevented. So the message for the people is to know what is the cause of cancers. Because cancers, some cancers we don't know how they are caused. Others, it's the way we behave, the way we eat. So we have advised people that their diet matters so much. If a person is supposed to take a lot of fruits, vegetables, if you want to prevent getting cancers. A cancer can be in any part of the body, somebody can get cancer. So if your diet is looked after very well, looking at what you are eating, it matters so much. And vaccination is the way to go, especially for liver cancers and some cancers like the cervical cancers. We are advocating that all our adolescents, 9 years, when a person is becoming an adult, 9 years to 13 years, someone has to go for that hepatitis papillomavirus vaccination. Because if you vaccinate yourself when you're still young, chances of getting cancer of the cervix are very minimal. So we are calling about all the parents and all the adolescents, please make sure you get papillomavirus vaccination early enough at that age.
Celebrating on a theme of celebrating Uganda's independence through liver cancer awareness. We've been telling our people how to go, how to get rid of liver cancer, how to get tested, how to get vaccinated, and how to avoid the cancer within our families. So we chose this the Nanzga playground and most of the village people, such that we eliminate the spreading of cancer and also other liver-related diseases as usual.
About the dangers and the diseases that can attack the liver. Today, many people have gathered here and they have got the clear information of what can be done in order to keep their liver still healthy and to be, or how they can control themselves from getting cancer that affects different parts of the body. So we are so happy that today we have got this organization and we're going to work with it for the remaining time of our existence. So we thank the Health Foundation for the good heart that it has shown to our community.
And the Kampala Capital City Authority, KCCA, in conjunction with Ministry of Health, has ordered residents near the Chitezi dumping site to evacuate immediately due to the risk of the dump overflowing, which could result in the loss of more lives. Dr. Sarah Zalwango, the Acting Director of Health, warned that drainage water from the site poses a serious health risk, potentially leading to outbreaks of diseases. The area remains hazardous following a previous waste collapse that claimed over 30 lives, and further cracking could lead to another disaster. Now, KCC officials led by Minister Hajat Minsa Kabanda Kampala emphasized the urgency of the evacuation, especially for those collecting materials from the dump and homeowners who are reluctant to leave. Dr. Andrew from Ministry of Health noted that water samples are being tested for harmful bacteria. Residents, represented by Haji Siraji Namititi, expressed concerns over possible flooding and requested that government construct a fence around the dump without interfering with their homes.
Health risks around here in Chitezi, as you've seen, the floods infiltrated with feces, infiltrated with leachate that has not been treated. So we are here to sample certain spots so that we go and see what possible pathogens are there, and also to engage the community to raise awareness that the risks still stand. Much as the slide happened on the 10th, the slopes have not yet been stabilized. They are about to get stabilized, but in the meantime, the cracks still exist. Is to please vacate the area because of your health risks.
We are here to start off the sample collection, just as you've observed. We are going to be testing, and we'll be sharing these results together with the KCA Public Health Department.
But we don't want to see any other loss. The intention of Ministry of Health is to prevent people from getting sick and also minimize losses like deaths and even illnesses.
And the Fisheries Protection Unit, FPU, has resumed its operations to dispose of impounded illegal fishing gear across various lakes in Uganda. According to Major Frank Kanzira, the operations officer for the FPU, the initiative began on Lake Choga, where they are set to destroy illegal fishing gear worth millions of shillings that were impounded during previous operations. This operation comes at a time when the fishing communities around Uganda's water bodies are concerned about the scarcity of Nile perch in the lakes. Meanwhile, fishers are urged to cooperate with the FPU enforcement team as they work to achieve a common goal of conserving Uganda's natural resources.
To a Kampala landing site where we shall board our boats, then to Serere landing site in Serere district. The purpose of this journey is to witness the disposing of or the banning of illegal fishing gears in the Serere district, Buyende district, and finally we shall finish with the Nakasongora district. Therefore, our message as FPU is we appeal to fishermen to desist from using those illegal fishing gears which deplete our lakes. So they need to embrace the good fishing gears and leave those bad fishing gears.
In even those processes of changing them from illegal fishing gears, we face challenges of some of them. They draw whenever they see us on operations. They try to hide themselves. And they are hiding themselves. They end up drowning. But in our way of training, we save them in time when we are near them. And it is completely very hard for us in such situations. In another way, there are some people who we call them impersonators. And those personators, they always want to pass their own plans and their own intentions. And those intentions, completely, they force their fellow people to do different things, telling them not to change from their traditional ways of fishing. But we have tried our level best, and we have done the needful, and we are continuing. In that process, we expect the lake to change. But now in Choga, we are getting the best fish.
And Dr. Derek Sebaduka, president of the Association of Uganda Students in India, emphasized the critical need for Uganda to cultivate its local produce, particularly in the agricultural sector, as a pathway to boosting the nation's economy. He remarked that while Uganda is still striving for economic independence, a well-promoted tourism sector could significantly enhance revenue generation for the country.
Dr. Sebaduka pointed out that corruption remains the primary obstacle to Uganda's development. It has not failed 100%, but more work needs to be done, he stated. Drawing inspiration from rapidly developing nations like Singapore, he highlighted that eradicating corruption was a pivotal step in their progress. By learning from countries that have successfully navigated these challenges, Uganda can make meaningful strides towards economic independence. Supporting this vision, Rajesh Chaplot, patron of the association, urged both Uganda and India to boost their defenses against non-traditional threats.
But what is the true meaning of independence? We need to beat the poverty, we need to beat the divorce rate, we need to beat corruption, we need to beat starvation, we need to beat employment. So first we have to overcome all these hazards of life which are man-made or natural. Then only we will achieve our true independence.
Dr. Sebaduka also stressed the importance of government support for international students, advocating for greater recognition of organizations like AUIS to address the unique challenges they encounter.
Very hardworking and committed patron, Mr. Rajesh Chaplot, who was very much helpful in coordination of some of the guests. The institution, Maradi University, that hosted us, was equally so welcoming to this. But most among all was the organizing committee of this event, Mr. Waswa Sahala and Mr. Chibirike Hassan and
The 2024 Independence Day celebration served as a reflective moment for Ugandans studying in India. Key speakers united in their call for economic independence, the eradication of corruption, and enhanced government support for international students. This event marked a significant opportunity for Ugandans to come together and envision a brighter, more independent future for their homeland.
First, they have come for the studies, so study is the foremost. But the study is not just the academic study; it's a package. Co-curricular activities, all together it goes with it. Yes. And I'm also advising the students who are in India that they should travel and see and explore India as much as possible before they go home. I know there could be a financial constraint, but still they should find a way. I'm ready to support to make a travel package through a travel agent which is affordable and which all Ugandan students, whoever wants to travel, can go once in a year together and have fun, and they learn and they explore India.
Meanwhile, Iganga Secondary School has conducted a run to create a hub for producing reusable sanitary pads, which will be distributed free of charge to girls across Iganga district. Headmistress Iganga Secondary School, Mudondo Barbara, says the initiative aims at promoting menstrual hygiene and support the well-being of individuals in the community.
Of the overall health and our well-being as ladies and as girls. The funds we are raising today from this event will contribute to the establishment of a hub which will be dedicated to making reusable sanitary materials, which will be distributed free of charge to the needy girls in the school, to learn for ourselves, but for every girl who deserves to feel empowered and confident no matter her circumstances. So let's pave the way for a brighter future when menstruation is embraced and not hidden. We should not hide it because it is a normal process. It's part of a normal woman to go through that.
How to make sanitary towels using available local materials. Those that shall be made at school after the setup of our hub shall freely be distributed to the nearby schools. I want to
showing your fire! As Uganda Crane showed Congo, why number is called a Katino? Mayuwa movie in Gabulicho! Getting the Uganda Crane 6 on South Sudan on the 11th of October. Bring more fire and support even harder Nambole. Dial *165*20# or go to buy ticket on the Momo app to get your discounted ordinary ticket at 20k on Momo. And it comes with a free train ride to Nambole. Cash is 25k. Game starts at 7 p.m. The first 2 Nel special beers go for 1k each when you buy with Momo at MTN Day. Uganda Cranes Fire! MTN Fire! Proudly brought to you by MTN, the #1 supporter of Uganda's football. Together, truly unstoppable.
In the heart of Uganda, a financial revolution is happening. We were once left out, saving the old-fashioned way, with an unexpected saving spot, keeping it too close for comfort. But now, we found a better way to save and manage money. Download the Wendy app from Google Play or App Store or dial *229#. With Wendy, your money is safe and you can earn interest daily. Visit your Google Play or App Store or dial *229# to register. Wendy, Wanawoli.
On business, MTN Mobile Money Momo has launched the Pay with Momo and Win campaign that will reward Momo Pay users with over 1 billion shillings in cash back and prizes for the transactions with Momo code.
MTN Mobile Money Momo has launched its Pay with Momo and Win campaign that aims at rewarding its customers who use Momo Pay for daily transactions. Over 1 billion Uganda shillings in cashback and prizes for transactions with Momo codes is up for grabs across the country.
This initiative or this campaign for us is a give back to our customer who has been on the ecosystem for Momo, but specifically we also want to drive this customer to continue paying with Momo and believe that paying with Momo is convenient by giving them a reward. The reward, we have over 1 billion shillings up for grabs in the rewards for a campaign that will run up to the end of the year.
This campaign is part of MTN's broader vision of simplifying payments, promoting a cashless economy and furthering its ambition, a 2025 goal to drive financial inclusion across Uganda. To kick off the campaign, MTN Momo had live Pay and Win with Momo activations at various restaurants, fuel stations and supermarkets around Kampala. Customers who pay using Momo with a registered bank chat code will stand a chance to win cash rewards including cashbacks, reinforcing the convenience of using Momo for various payments, including for groceries to transportation services.
But I must give everyone confidence that we are going around the country, we'll be around the country, and this will be open to all our customers. So the criteria for winning is simply be a mobile money customer, have money on your wallet. Then the places that you can win are, one of them are petrol stations where we are right now. It will be across all petrol stations. You can dine with Momo, that is dine and pay with Momo at restaurants across the country. If you're shopping in supermarkets, this is also an opportunity for you to win. We're also supporting those who in the transport industry, especially the borders.
The Pay with Momo and Win campaign is a continuation of the Momo for Business initiative, Zimba Business with Momo, which was launched in July and focused on onboarding merchants to the Momo platform. Now, with a merchant-based family established, MTN Momo is shifting focus to customers, encouraging them to embrace Momo Pay as a secure and a reliable option for cashless payments.
And the Insurance Regulatory Authority wants to tackle fraudulent activities in insurance companies to combat medical fraud and motor insurance fraud through the implementation of insurance claim checks to sort out fraudulent claims. CEO Insurance Regulatory Authority Alhaji Ibrahim Lubega Kadunabi was addressing the media on the performance review of IRA for the mid-financial term 2024.
One of the areas which are worst hit by fraud is medical. There is impersonation, there is sending the wrong bills, there is also making sure that people overcharge even when a procedure should be charged differently. We are working with different stakeholders to see that we address that. We are working with different interested parties and stakeholders to ensure that we really stop that practice. The second line is motor. We have seen that there are some cases which are motor related and they end up being fraudulent. We have instituted our team and instructed our technical people to advise the industry on what needs to be done in order to do the thorough check before and after taking up insurance. We are hopeful that with the rolling out of the digital number plates, with the enhanced features that will help to sort out the issue of fraud. However, the digital number plates are not yet, that project is not yet moving as
Now in sports, Uganda has secured passage into the semi-finals at the ongoing Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers in Dar es Salaam. This after a 4-1 demolition of Burundi that was secured courtesy of a brace by John Paul Dembe and own goals by Samir Selamani and Ramadhan Hakizamana, while Burundi's consolation was by Christophe Ndei. This win over Burundi follows the earlier 3-0 defeat of Ethiopia. Team coach Matthias Lule is gratified by this result that secures a semi-final slot, with a game to spare against South Sudan on Friday.
We planned Ethiopia possessing the ball much, but how important were the quick goals?
Yeah, it has been, it was in our tactic because we planned to kill the game in the first 5-10 minutes. And we are lucky, we planned it, it came. Because the moment you see the way how we are fighting for the goal in the first 10-15 minutes, it was different. Although that after those minutes we went down, but it has been like a graph. We've been going up and down. Lucky enough, we won the game.
Coach, this team seems to be scoring goals in each game. Coach, are you satisfied with the overall performance of the team in today's win?
Yeah, at least we've been better than last game. We've been better than last game because today we've been the shape we've been getting it well, and then when we are going up, we've been building going up. So now there is some small mistakes we have to sit down and work on it.
Coach, now in the semi-finals, should we expect some changes in the next game?
It will depend to the situation where we are going.
Coach, again, talk about the timing of the games. After a game, one day you play a game. Does this in any way affect you? Don't you feel the team is somehow fatigued?
No, we came in tournament knowing that we are going to play like that because they sent the fixture before. So I cannot blame that. So we have to program well to see the way how we can shoot in that program or in that fixture.
Well, that does it for Lunchtime News. I am Rhoda Ngonzi. Good afternoon.